We are now over a month since lockdown started as a result of COVID-19. Conditions are still very challenging for the property market. However, they are far more positive than I predicted 4 weeks ago. Here are my predictions for life post-COVID-19. Prediction number 1, the suburbs that have the most rental housing will see the greatest price impacts. Right now, we are seeing rising rental vacancies across Australia. Part of this has to do with low rental demand, but it also is being driven by more properties entering the rental market from short-term accommodation. All state governments are currently addressing the problems that are emerging between renters and landlords. At this stage, it's still early days. My second prediction is that Canberra and Perth will come out best post-COVID-19. Already, we are seeing very different search conditions in Canberra, and inquiry levels are looking quite different to the rest of Australia. For Perth, a lot of it has to do with mining, and we are continuing to see very high levels of exports of iron ore and also of gold. And any positivity in the sector will flow through to Perth. My third prediction is that premium suburbs across our capital cities will come out least impacted. When we have a look at views per listing across Australia, premium suburbs continue to see much higher levels of activity. This is partly driven by the fact that there is a lower proportion of rental housing, but also because there is a perception that premium suburbs hold value better in downturns than other parts of the market. My next prediction is that auction activity will return to normal. Right now, only 5% of properties are selling via online auction. This is a 60% drop in the proportion of auctions that occurred prior to the lockdowns associated with COVID-19. Right now, clearance rates do remain low. It is partly because the market has slowed significantly. However, selling by auction online is a vastly different way to sell compared to selling at a live auction. Once COVID-19 lockdowns end, we do expect a pickup in auction activity and also in the clearance rate. My next prediction is house and land development will remain more robust than off-the-plan apartments. Although inquiry from first home buyers is down compared to last month, it is still well up on the same time last year. In comparison, investors who do purchase the most apartments are seeing far more limited activity. It is also likely we won't see a return of foreign investors anytime soon. My final prediction relates to commercial property. Right now, we are seeing very high demand for rural and agribusiness properties, partly driven perhaps by COVID-19, but definitely by the breaking of the drought over the last couple of months. The second category of commercial property that does continue to hold up is industrial property, because so much of our shopping activity is now moving online. This means that leasing demand is remaining very solid. There is no doubt we are in very challenging property market conditions. However, buyers and sellers are still out there and they are adapting to market conditions.